Hi friends, we're going to do the song I've Got a Loose Tooth. We've got for loose tooth, ready? Loose tooth. We've got this for wiggly jiggly, ready? Wiggly jiggly. And we've got this for thread and bed and a hole in my head. All the words, here we go. I've got a loose tooth, a wiggly jiggly loose tooth. I've got a loose tooth hanging by a thread. So I pulled my loose tooth, my wiggly jiggly loose tooth, and put it under my pillow, and then I went to bed. A fairy took my loose tooth, my wiggly jiggly loose tooth, and now I've got a quarter and a hole in my head. Let's make it harder. Let's take out the word loose tooth so it's just claps. It will sound like this. I've got a... Did I say loose tooth? Did I clap? That's your job. 1, 2, here we go. I've got a wiggly jiggly. I've got a hanging by a thread. So I pulled my wiggly jiggly and put it under my pillow, and then I went to bed. A fairy took my wiggly jiggly, and now I've got a quarter and a hole in my head. Okay, let's make it a little bit harder. We're taking out wiggly jiggly, but we're still going to leave in the pats. It will sound like this, a little slower. I've got a. Try that one more time. Here we go. I've got a. It's a little tricky, but I want you to do your best. If you make a mistake, just listen and jump back in. 1, 2, here we go. I've got a. I've got a hanging by a thread. So I pulled my and put it under my pillow, and then I went to bed. A fairy took my and now I've got a quarter and a hole in my head. Whew, that was challenging, but we're going to try one more. If it's too hard, just go back one version, okay? Everyone say, hanging by a, just like that. Ready? Hanging by a, last try. Hanging by a. Now we're going to go to the next one. And then I went to bed, but we're taking out the word bed. And then I went to, again, and then I went to, let's look at the last one, and a hole in my head, but we're taking out the word head. So it's just, and a hole in my, again, and a hole in my thread, bed, head. What do you notice? They rhyme. That's right. Thread, bed, head. They all have the same ending sound. They are rhyming words. All right, the whole thing, doing our best. 1, 2, here we go. I've got a. I've got a hanging by a. So I pulled my and put it under my pillow, and then I went to. A fairy took my and now I've got a quarter and a hole in my. Very good. Give yourself a pat on the back.